Today I'm going to do my very first motorcycle review. And what am I going to do it on? Yes, the wife's Kawasaki Versys X300. Alrighty then. Let's take this little puppy. Let's spin. Do I own the bike? No. It is the wife's. Alright. Let's go for a ride down to the shops. Wow. That's light. Apparently, these things have the same engine, or the engine from a Kawasaki Ninja 300. So what sort of a bike is this? Well, it's kind of a dual sport adventure bike, I suppose. It'll do on the road fine. In fact, it does quite well on the road. Very smooth, very comfortable, apart from the seat, let's face it. All seats are rock hard when you lie on here. Take some breaking in, I suppose, but yeah, it's quite capable on road, and if you like that sports bike engine sound, then yeah, I suppose it's got that too. Here we go. Yeah. Here we have it. Obviously we've put a few bits on it, but that's your Versys X300. Off-road capabilities. We've got a few dirt roads and stuff like that. Nothing real hard or full-on motocross like. And it's done them quite well. Suspension soaks it up quite nicely. But it's actually it'll do both quite comfortably. Wife uses it literally every day to and from work as a commute, She does about 28-30 kilometres one way to work and in the mornings and back again. Now, the sort of person who would be looking for this sort of a bike, I suppose, is somebody who may want to commute through traffic in a decent position. I mean, let's face it, if it's a sports bike, all the weight's over the front, not the most comfortable position to be in. Cruiser, you're all the way back, again, not the most comfortable position. In my opinion, I've had cruisers, and I tell you what, after an hour of riding one of them, you need a wheelchair. Probably suited to somebody who likes a good traffic commute. It's got the 6-speed gearbox, so there's pretty much a gear for every occasion. Or for the lightweight adventurer, someone who's not wanting to be turned off by a dirt road somewhere, the odd track. You could pretty much be confident in riding this on pretty much any road. It will do the speed limits, of course. This thing does our speed limits here in Australia quite nicely. 60, 80, 100 k's, even 110, wherever they are. But yeah, it does that very nicely. Interesting speedo instrument layout. Probably the main focus is your tacho. Digital readout for your speed. It does give you a gear indicator, which is, in my opinion, quite nice. Sometimes I forget where I am and what I'm doing, and I've got to look down and find out what gear I'm in, but it's nice to have one of them. Multi-function trip meter, which is really good, gives you a range and all that sort of stuff. Your fuel economy, eco mode or something like that. Gadgets wise, it's basic setup, just your lights, blinkers, horn, starter, kill switch, that's all basic. Mirrors, they're just standard mirrors. Brakes are okay, I find them quite good. Clutch, what can I say about this clutch? It is very, your engagement's right at the end. It is adjusted correctly, and that is where it is, and very light. I mean, that's one finger clutch, that's light. So you don't have to be, gorilla hands to be able to ride it. Could you use this for adventure touring? Most definitely. Probably the pluses for this as an adventure tourer is that it would be so fuel efficient. We're talking 300cc engine, so we're not guzzling fuel down like a litre bike or or over. It will go anywhere one of those litre bikes will go, I think. Obviously these are factory tyres, but if you change the tyres, you put something more aggressive on it, it will go anywhere those litre bikes will go. When you've got speed limits, you can only go as fast as that, and this will do the speed limit. So, will it work as an adventure bike? Definitely. Now, take in mind, we have actually lowered this bike for the wife. She is very short, she's 5 foot nothing. So we've taken about 2 inches out of the back, about 1 inch out of the front, or just under. You can sort of see the forks there if you can get a look. We've raised up the forks through the trees. We've put in different dog bones. Okay, so we have lowered this down so that she can actually reach the ground. Now, if you're not so short, you wouldn't have to do that. But that would also give you a lot more ground clearance underneath it, which is what adventure bikes tend to require. But even with her on it and fully loaded, it would serve that purpose quite well. So, I don't think it's a drama if you wanted to be an adventure bike rider. This would tick those boxes quite nicely. fuel efficient. It's got a range of somewhere between 4 and 450 kilometres. Apparently they say. We've never really let it run down quite so far to determine that. So it will serve that purpose, I believe. We've left this mostly, like, we haven't changed a great deal on it. We've added a couple of boxes just to give us some carrying capacity. We've put the engine bars, the factory crash bars on it. We've added a USB port. We've got the tyre pressure monitor on it, and we've got the top box, the factory top box. Oh, what else? Even the exhaust is still stock. That's about it. We haven't done, tank bag. Well, yeah, that's a tank bag. Anyone can do that. But there you go. Alright, so let's go for another little ride. Head back home. And, yeah. So, how would I classify this? It would be an adventure bike, definitely. Someone did ask me if this would make a good beginner's bike, learner. Well, you can say that about a lot of bikes. I would definitely say it about this one. It is very easy to ride. You don't have to be an expert to ride it. No way. You can be a beginner. It's light, smooth. It will teach basics to everybody. Okay, so there you have it, the Versys X300. Great little dual sport adventure bike. Good for a town commuter, good for a bit of adventure riding, a bit of touring, lightweight, inexpensive, Kawasaki, for learners, good for experience. You get a lot of fun out of it when you experience. Will it move mountains? Of course not. Will it move one rider? Definitely. Will it move your spirit? Most definitely.